Last session, it
Alrighty.
took you until the 8th, which I believe would be this Thursday, to get back home. So the session's over. I'll see you guys all on Thursday. No, I'm kidding. But basically what that means is it's possible at the end of the session that we will still be in the future, which means that this is a good session in which to, for example, end the session in the dungeon so that you can get back at the end of next session. Normally I wouldn't do that, but this session that kind of works. Just
Well,
because
yes and no, because like Magnus might come back, and then like, where's he? Like,
I have my ways of solving these problems.
He's here.
he can fly.
It's true. Ah, there's the man. All right. So,
Oh hey. Oh, yes.
let me pull up the rest of my notes. Close this thing.
All right. So I think I'm going to be
And
mapping and party calling,
alrighty.
if I remember correctly.
Yes.
If Ross does want to be the party caller, like I know you really enjoy being party caller,
Me?
but I think it's my turn though.
Oh, it's probably not good for me to do it because I appreciate that, but I don't have I like XP, but I don't have all my stuff.
Okay.
Notes and
I will
map stuff.
I will do both those jobs if I can then.
Oh,
It's fine. As long as I don't also have to be the timekeeper log guy.
All right. However, there is an opportunity today. In the Bristleback Inn, there is a aspirational young fighter by name of Beleric, who is looking for work and has heard good things about the Kayden's Hand. That you bring back tremendous funds from the other world, and that your allies normally come back alive.
We're pretty good about that part. At least lately.
I think we're
I know that most.
Let's do a review of how many hirelings we have access to
Pull up
aside
the
from this fella.
NPC retainers and magic
Because,
treasures.
I have 4. I can have one more, but I'm not interested in a fighter.
Alright, Ulfkill has 3, which I think taps him out. Tess cannot have any because he's a special little boy. Finbar and Glorpert don't have any, though. So I know they might want to pick some up.
what is the date first of all?
It is the 8th.
The 8th.
of which
You
one?
have of the 8th month of August,
Okay.
which in character is... It is Lunasa Fomhar. It is the beginning of Solemntide. The efforts of Adventuretide put aside and preparations begin for the heroine of Darkentide. Meditation, harvest, preparation, and hard work mark the months of autumn in the Isles. But of course, for you, hard work means something else than it does for the peasantry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what's the mood in Kayden's Rest? Or we're in Kayden's Rest?
Yes.
What,
Yeah, we made it back.
what are people like now? Like, how are
Well,
they?
presently the mood is quite chipper. Glorpert may have heard for a time that there was some concern that some dread fate had befallen the Kayden's Hand, because the keelboat upon which they had embarked returned without them. There was a lot of concern about that, a lot of rumor. Like,
Yeah.
they never came back. We're like, were they dead? What happened?
I see them at the Bristleback Inn, and I embrace them tearfully.
I'm sure you'll be glad, but you'll probably have heard about it sooner still, because when they did return, they returned from the south, bearing a fish some 15 feet in length, which they immediately threw on a bonfire and hosted a great banquet for the benefit of the people of the southern side of Kayden's Rest, of the Red Quay, which has earned them a great deal of credibility. At that banquet, Prince Acclaimant Ulfkel proclaimed himself the once and future king of the Isles, and everyone was in such a good mood that the consensus is that people are going with it. They're not. It's unclear how far this will go, but at the moment, the idea that Ulfkel is a nobility in waiting, perhaps trueborn in a way that is not known, that was not obvious when he arrived, is a idea which is picking up speed among the lowborn of the Red Quay. One part joke and one part quite serious. People are wondering how far it will go and what sort of shape it will take. And likely it's likely you first encountered them at the fish fry, and then later on joined them in the evening at the Bristleback Inn to discuss their adventures, to be caught up to speed, and to hear about what their plans are now.
I lean in to Derry. Say, I knew he was something about him, Wolfkill, but he plans to take the seat of Arthur?
I fear the atmosphere may have gotten away from him in that boast. I hope it draws no ire from others elsewhere.
My assumption is that Father Bloombad is regarding all of this with the same glowersome tolerance with which he regards all things which aren't beating Chaos's brains in with a mace.
Ill-advised words spread like a plague. I think our blades will have to make up for whatever words came from drink.
There is a lot of drink being passed around at this point. It's a bit of a festive mood.
Would you say he's trying to walk it back, or is he leaning into it?
Yeah.
Yes, do tell.
Maybe new words should be needed to supersede the old. I'd rather not turn my blade against someone who is rightly pious.
Don't listen to him, man. Lean into it.
Zufkill
They're just trying to
here.
hold you back. You can be awesome.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, is
No, I'm
Zufkill
not-
here?
Oh, there he
well,
is. Speaking of, I was
yeah,
just
right.
telling I was about to tell them about the grand conquest of the fish and how you fought in the buck.
Oh, you're welcome. Blorbert, good to see you, my friend. Have another drink. Please, enjoy yourselves.
Zufkill. And who is this? Nod toward Finbar. Yeah.
A lost son of Albion returned home, seeking more treasures and more adventures with friends.
Well, I don't know of treasure, but of all those other things, this company has all of that.
I do have a penchant for discovering creatures that ought not be.
Are you like in a human form? Is that
Yes.
how that works? That makes
Whenever
sense.
I'm
Like
around
Ray
other
in The
people, I've
Last
got this
Dragon.
human guy. He's got a sort of like backswept, feathered sort of hair, but otherwise he's just a guy.
Yeah.
It's an illusion rather than a shapeshift, and it's a subtle illusion. You can see through it with enough practice.
Eerily similar to Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, I would imagine it. I would bet that I don't know. Zolotin would probably be kind of an androgyne, right? Because sort of celestial and lawful and stuff.
Waddles don't canonically have gender, I believe.
I thought they did.
Neither do angels, and so Clifford is just
I'm going to leave whatever. I'm going to grant Zolotin's player carte blanche to define every fact about Coatl
I just imagine
undercarriage
there's
that he
all
chooses
like
to regard as relevant.
Glorpert
I didn't
was
think
I'm
it was.
not
I
gonna
didn't
say
think it
another
would be
word.
important.
Glorpert was the handsome one, okay? And all these other people look like, well, they look like OSR characters. That's all I'm saying, and now this guy's here, so.
I mean, whatever they are, they're supposed to be some kind of fabulous. That's just absolutely
Yeah.
certain.
There's too much color otherwise.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely
I assume that Ulfkill is wearing the crown. Speaking of fabulous,
Well, if it's what time of day is it?
evening at this point. There's probably been some drinking involved.
Oh, I may have put it back on. Yeah.
How
It's
have
never.
like? Oh, go ahead.
No. Please.
How have like who sort of is in the orbit of Ulfkill, or is he solitary? Like
Some farmers.
farmers.
Ulfkill
Yeah.
also has a small group of enthusiastic hangers-on who much like the surrounding peasantry, it began as a lark and started to take hold of something greater. They recognize that he is a powerful adventurer with some experience in these fields, and well, they're pretty sure he's pretty sure it's gonna keep getting more powerful, and they want to be in. They're hoping that at some point when he becomes a princeling, they will be on board as people who can get offices as a result of their affiliation with him. So he has a small crew of I believe it was like 15 people, of whom like 3 or 4 are first level characters
Yes,
who
the ones
are
that
sort of
Blorpert
in
sort of
his
wrangled
orbit.
up on his behalf.
Yes.
They've been
He has-
telling me all sorts of interesting tales that originate from this part of the world, and I'm playing along with it. I think for now it's shrewd to lay a foundation for later on.
Well, my lord, I think that foundation has to be built on. I like look at this beautiful. What does that two-handed sword look like? I guess it's probably like a. What is this? We said
It
this
used
is
to
a
look awful.
pastiche. So Arthur had plate armor, even though that doesn't make sense, right? So they.
hmm I would think in terms of like a Scottish claymore.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I have one of those.
Yeah, it's a Scottish claymore, a little heavier than average in that sense that fantastical swords tend to be bigger than is practical, but not to the point of absurdity.
Yeah.
The iron and steel have all been well blacked, not just in the sense of like coal, but in the sense that they have been like the outer layer is a rust-proof coating of pre-oxidized steel,
Yeah.
blued steel, and the haft is decorated with a lot of really old symbolism from like pre-Arthurian era.
Let's say that then. If we are to fill the seat of Arthur, then we need the like of the blades of Albion in those old days.
Are there more of these, do you think?
I've heard legends that there are legendary weapons of the saints and the knights of the king. Perhaps we could find them. The army of the light came here. It had such things. Heroes. You are heroes. Have you found anything else?
We
From the
dunked
graves?
some armor in the swamp, and it came out. Well, how it's better than it looks, isn't it, Pruderi?
Better than what looks.
Well, your
He's
armor.
referring to your rusted armor.
Oh, the armor. Oh, it's lighter. But there's a swiftness to me that I feel counters any of the loss in integrity, and it seems rigid, but also wards off great evil in a way not unlike Father Bloombad.
Are you wearing it?
Yes.
Does it look weird? Does it looks like some kind of like
Correct me if I'm wrong, Richard, but it's
Space
like there's
fantasy thing
a
or
kind of like a on the breast. There's like a rusted kind of almost impression of a tree, like the tree of life kind of thing. On the chest, it's kind of like it's pocked with
Oh.
holes on it, but
kind of green knightish? Looks kind of like
yeah.
Yeah. I see that, and then I look over at Zalot and then wonder, and I say, miracle.
It's quite impressive, and I believe did we end up trading shields or not? I don't remember, John.
Yeah, I got the blinding one, right?
Yeah, so then Perderi would have a shield that it matches the kind of aesthetic as well.
My
Shield of
lords,
Blinding here.
if you would have my blade back, I would join you again.
Yeah, and both the armor and the shield are sort of like filigree, where like so much material has been removed, but it's somehow been removed in such a way that all of the strength remains, even though the weight has been diminished.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We would be glad to have you.
And it's certainly a dissimilar magic to the sort that that Zolatin wields.
We would be glad of your sword arm, Blorbert.
It's a Glorpert. And I'm
Glorp, Glorp,
Zolatin.
yes.
I shake his hand
Yes.
by the wrist, and I say, well, what then is the plan, my lords? Now that you
We're
have
off
this armor, have you slain the demon, dark thing?
Yes, he shall not be named here, but we set him back, at least. We gave him pause.
That is good.
But we leave that final reckoning for another time. We need to get back into the bowels of the underworld.
Yes, we were just discussing taking a boat back to the east and finding our way underground through that overland route rather than passing through the underground. So far, at least, it's been relatively safe. I
Well.
think the ship is itself protecting from a lot of concerns that would otherwise accost us on the land.
You have all found so many secrets, that army that marched across that swamp so long ago.
Yes, but better still to avoid it, because we've also found nightmares in there. A beast of terrifying size.
Beast?
Yeah, were you with us when Ulfkill was subjected to those nightmares of a giant frog?
Speak not of it.
Sorry.
It makes my thews twinge in a most unseemly fashion when I think of it.
Well, suffice it to say, there are truly horrors in that swamp.
Well, you've bested them before. I have faith. I have faith in you again. I'm ready.
Well, on this day, let's not undertake that particular challenge.
I go and commit myself to vigil, and then I see you all in the morning.
All right.
Yeah, the frog seems a thing to muster an army against. And it's all beyond our capabilities.
Oh, gracious.
That guy's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He had this look in his eye that was just madness. His pupils are darting around. All
Intense
Scenes and stuff.
zeal.
hibbity jibbity.
Time to drink a pot of coffee and then pray real hard in the church.
It sounds like plundering is afoot. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty broke here. I only have just over 1,000 gold, so I think we should.
Oh,
really
is that
go
all?
there.
I wish I were in your plight, Finbar.
I'm finally back to the 1,000 marker. I'm just barely over it. I'm trying to hit 2.
I reckon
If
we
we
should
get
go do looting.
Yes,
I might need to like double check some of my numbers, but I think Zolatin's over 1,000 as well.
Well,
Doing
good.
whatever it is he does with it.
How is it that I'm so broke and you guys?
Well,
Two
you had to
things.
get a new leg.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that's
buying
not-
legs and
I'd
stuff.
had
say
to get
that
a
would
new
be
leg.
the primary concern.
Yeah, that was honestly the main one. You had to buy a new leg. You got viciously mangled by a gigantic, horrible creature. And
I've also been very frugal.
What,
At least
what
for the past
luxury? I have no
bit.
legs.
all right. We could be here all day talking about who does and does not have legs and how much the legs did and did not cost, but we don't have time for that. Instead, it's time.
kidneys?
We'll be
Instead, it's
taking a
time.
boat, also legless.
Yes. Let's see. It can take you. You can. Let me check the map, but I'm pretty sure.
What's most
the
important of
convention-
all is using your head.
Yes. Correctly. Convention has been. You can just sort of get there in a day, thanks to the downhill flow. Now that's to get there. So, day and a half.
Are we doing the
We're,
ogres?
we're
still
setting out on
originally?
August 9th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Also, I'm not sure if someone's doing like a time log or if we're just
I
going to.
I can do it if you like.
That would be quite convenient, and I would appreciate it. And
Sure.
of course, I would also give you experience points for it, which I know you love.
Oh,
Okay.
Ludo craves that sweet XP.
Are we doing what is our quest of the day?
Our plan is to find that more recently discovered kind of back entrance to the gut, which allows us to bypass the arduous trek for miles underground, and then go back to that spot where we fought those ogres. Though I am a little unclear on if we can beat those guys without Magnus.
They were pretty impressive. Yeah, I don't know. We could try.
Hang on, where's the link
I'll-
to the?
I'll buy a
followers? Let me find
10-foot
that.
pole.
Have you tried
Um,
talking to them?
I think we did try talking to them.
I
Yeah,
don't
there
think
was a
you
whole
really-
sequence where like we were trying to talk to them, and like Richard sort of explained one like drawing back and then just kind of like bonking us over the head with a big club.
That's
So
the
we did try
problem.
talking to them.
Sometimes
it's
that does
possible
happen.
we could try talking to them a second time, but if so, it would only because we would be like bluffing and making them think we could lightning them again, even though we can't.
Well, ogres are not renowned for their critical thinking skills,
I
so
also don't know what language they speak. Did we get a sense of their language? No, we didn't. We didn't stop and listen at the door first. Wait. Maybe we did.
you didn't.
Okay,
Don't worry about it. You can't remember. It was a long time ago, and it was an extremely exciting moment.
it was very exciting.
Your memories
So-
are not 100% clear.
Are you guys taking your retinue then, since we are Magnus bereft?
Yes, please choose which of your retinue you are taking with you.
I'm trying to find that link to the followers again. Got it
I
somewhere.
was gonna leave Nisel, but if we're going against
Yeah,
the
thank you.
ogres, sans Magnus, I think I'm gonna take him.
Hmm.
And we have Monacan also not with us, so
Correct.
Oh, wow,
Lucien
look at all
is
these
quite
guys.
confident
Holy
he can
crap.
be. Lucien is confident he can be a match to anything Monacan could manage. That's
Wait,
not true, but he will say it.
All right, we should probably remove the ones that are unavailable.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
not-
just going to hide those real fast.
Okay.
I was just checking that
I have a lot of them.
Monacan. Yeah, I know. I'm only
Okay.
keeping Predaria and elf kills.
Understood. Yeah, none of the rest of us have a retinue, unless of course Glorpert uses his infectious fanaticism to hire that one swordsman we saw hanging out in the tavern earlier, real quick. Loath as I am to slow our departure, but we're picking a pretty strong fight here.
I take a gander at him. How imposing does he appear?
He seems a bit lanky. He wears his hair forward in a braid, and he on his hip he carries a sling, and on his back he wears a shield. He's armed. He's armed with leather armor. On his right hip he carries a short sword. He is Pictish by culture. He is not quite as religiously fanatical as Glorpert, but he does have a respectful fear of the light. And he, well, there have been rumors coming in from the north about a band of great heroes who have confronted evil powers in the dark forest of hope, and brought back, supernatural treasures. They say that they have spears forged from sunlight, and armor forged from, chthonic demigods.
Yeah,
and,
I
you're not quite that cool, but you guys are pretty cool. And your crew seems to be in good spirits and alive, which is better than some of the adventures he's heard of coming in from Franck. So,
I say, hail, traveler. It looks like that you have come here, put to use that shield.
it's true.
Well,
If you'd have me, I want to see the stranger parts of the world.
I spend some coin, an entire gold piece to lavish him with some food and soup and victuals and cool carafe from from what's his name?
Odo?
Odo's daughter. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Whose
And-
name I also eludes me, but I have written down somewhere.
Yeah, I lavish an entire gold piece, an entire knight's.
Oh, he is thoroughly lavish and quite grateful. He
Nice.
finds you to be a agreeable man.
You've come looking for
Easbel.
Kayden's
Isabel,
fist.
yes.
And
Yes.
I am one of their retinue, in fact. Lorpert. Maybe
Well,
you've
Matt
heard
Lorpert.
of me.
In truth, I
Well-
haven't heard of.
That's so. It's understandable. I'm sure you've heard of the exploits of King. King.
Is that the one with the? Is that the one with the whose mother was an ant? Who has like insect blood in his veins?
No, not exactly. No, no. I saw with my own eyes him wielding a holy weapon against a fallen knight of darkness,
Ooh.
and
And survived.
not only survived but triumphed. He is blessed by the light. Even an angel follows them in. And if you wish to join us, I have some equipment.
My good sir, you have bought yourself a sword.
I put my ring mail on the table and halberd, and buy him
nice.
a short bow with arrows. I promise I have money.
I believe you.
I do. I was about to buy a house. I was like 150 gold pieces short. But I'm keeping a log here, so short bow. Arrow. The other two items I own, I'll give him as a and I promise him a quarter. Well,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
This,
okay.
this for this particular game, we don't have to concern ourselves with such precisions. But you're giving him a halberd and a short bow.
and arrows and ring mail to replace his leg.
Yes. All right. I will work all that out in a bit, but for now, I will simply trust that he is part of the crew. I will roll his hit points secretly.
One of the boys. And Snake Angel.
Yes. His hit points are quite poor. Fortunately, he has a long bow, or he has a long weapon.
I suppose we can't just tell his HP from looking at him, but can I
He's
get a
got four.
ballpark?
He's got 4 hit points.
Oh, gracious. That's more fragile than I was hoping.
Unfortunately, so. Well,
The light gives us what hit points we need. Be
So
crazy. Wait till you see my next character. He's gonna be a thief, and he's gonna be a bastard. You just wait.
everyone's having
So-
fun. All right. It's 40 minutes in. Boat montage. 3 days passed.
Montage.
Okay. You spend 1 day on the boat. I will roll now for a random encounter. You don't get a random encounter on the boat. You make it all the way from the boat to the bridge. That's the end of day 9. Okay, John, day 9. Travel to the bridge.
All right.
Okay. Here it will be an obnoxiously long walk to get there. Not all. Don't have to get all that far. It'll be 2 more days of walking, so on the 10th and 11th. On the 10th, no random encounter. On the 11th, no random encounter. I'm so glad I refactored how random encounters work. That's so much less work. The odds are about the same. Go back to the other map. Okay. Then you return to the hills outside Rappan Athuk. And as before, You rummage through the underbrush on those hills with a overlook of the green marble mausoleum. The sun is setting, night is approaching, and danger is afoot. At times like these, you're better off below the Earth's surface than above. You rappel downstairs. You wiggle single file down the hallways into Rappan Athuk. Where's the map? Where's the map? Here it is.
Was that last location where it said the party approximate to the location of the entrance? That's
Yes.
different from where I thought it was. Understood.
Where'd you think it was?
North of there. Near the cloister. Even
No,
north of the river.
No, the entrance that you're thinking of is south of the river. It's not far from the mausoleum. You can see the mausoleum from it.
Sorry, could you say that again, please?
The entrance that you're thinking of that leads into the earth, into the room with the funguses,
Yes.
is not far from the main overland entrance of Rappan Athuk. You can in fact see the main entrance of Rappan Athuk from it.
Okay, so are we north or south of the river?
You are south of the river. That's where the entrance of Rappan Athuk is.
Oh, okay. I thought I don't know what that is either, then.
Just a heads up, Richard, for this, that will not be help with. Hey.
No, that's fine. Didn't you literally just change the music for me though? Like
I did, but then I departed. I rejoined as a player.
oh, okay.
Oh, I hear it.
Okay. Are you once again geographically up to date, Test?
I believe so.
Okay, cool.
I've certainly written something on the map.
Well, feel free to post a quick copy paste of whatever it is that you've just done into the maps for Rappan Athuk, and I will take a gander at it.
Just
Okay.
a screenshot of the area instead of the whole thing.
As before, you find the hidden passage, under the stone tunnel into the hillside, the one which is concealed behind the shrubberies, and you can. That's about the right spot.
Cool.
And you can travel down it single file to reach this place, which you should be able to now see on the map. This place where you had that encounter with the funguses. The funguses here are in the process of beginning to recover from the damage you did. But you should still be. Do you want to do
Trim
something
it back
about it?
down.
I have 2 torches remaining. I'll use one of those to set them alight.
All right. You continue to beat back the forces of mycological menace to ensure that you continue to have a passage downward into this place. And from there, I assume you wish to proceed onward. Before I do that, let me establish the timing. John, it is the 11th. It is, call it 8 p.m. And we'll count up the turns as we go. Do you wish to proceed into the dark?
I think we do.
One sec. Closing some things real quick. All right. You advance onward through the darkness, a bit more quickly than you had the first time, as you have some experience in this place, but still much slower than you would prefer. The air down here is oppressive, and it holds you back from your full speed. You once again return to the room made of dirt, whose ceiling seems ready to cave in any time, and yet never has. The door to the west has been closed upon you once again. It is now 8:10. How do you wish to deal with the door?
We should probably treat it as being trapped.
Yeah.
Do we have a thief with us? As the guy who untrapped it last time is not present.
Layoff
We have
stun.
one. Yeah.
Leofstein will volunteer his expertise in this matter, if you wish him to.
I think he should.
You have to say please.
Please.
Leofstein advances himself to the doorframe and checks its perimeter with caution. It is now 8:20. After he spends a full time giving it the old careful scan, he is quite confident that there are no traps to be found within this doorframe. So confident, in fact, that he opens it without waiting to be asked. And he is not punished horrifically for his impudence. Beyond, the hallway remains as you remember it before. There are no fresh bloodstains. The place seems quiet. The doors have all been closed again, however. What do you wish to do?
Are there doors closed? Does anything about the place look different than our last time here? Does like any of the stones stand out as having moved or anything?
None of the stone seems to be different. The greatest changes seems to have been that the doors have been reallocated, have been reshut. You don't see any evidence that like any of the stonework has been adjusted.
Open reminder 2 weeks ago from our commune questions, which we didn't do this week. It has been noted to us that there are fresh traps in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm expecting traps.
Just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Do we know what lies to the southeast?
I'm grabbing the map real quick, or did someone share the map?
It should be in the maps of Rappan Athuk.
We did
Yeah,
map that.
I'll-
It's just a dead end. I remember mapping it.
Oh, you mean southeast, the area I'm indicating now?
Yes.
These are these passages go almost nowhere.
Good.
Almost
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah, the ogres would be to the west, the first door, then straight down like 200 feet or something like that. Then we take a west, and then a south. But of course, all of these may be quite trapped now. So I guess we'll just, my current plan is to just go ahead, do it the slow way, and spend 10 minutes each time trying to check for traps, but not an extra 10 minutes on top of that listening through the door. Just treat every single one as possibly hostile and just bust in. How do you feel about that?
Bustin makes me feel good.
All right. At the end of 8:20, you have opened the door. You advance to this one. Lufston checks for traps again.
Did we never explored this over here, did we?
No,
Those?
we just said that's a
I
dead
think that's
end.
the,
Yeah.
that's the
Okay.
Those
So we
go
just-
nowhere.
Ignore me.
I
Sorry.
mean,
I was looking.
yeah,
at
on the map they're still presented as like open-ended, but you can safely regard those as closed off.
Okay.
Lufstan does detect a trap. He believes that there is a noisemaker device on the opposite side of this wall, though it should be harmless.
What if we made our own like traps to try to lure them out into it?
In other words,
Sorry,
trigger the noisemaker and then ambush them as they come?
Yeah, and set something up since we know that they're expecting something. Then we can, I don't know, set up a trap here.
Use phantasmal force.
Yeah, I do have Phantasmal Force. But to illustrate, it's also possible. We're like 90% sure that if we go far west of where we are and then hang a south, at the door just west of the room full of dead rats, then that should if we go far enough south and then take an east, take us to the same place we are trying to find. This is reliant on the mapping that the person who was mapping before me lines up precisely with the way that I assume that I've been mapping. Just like basically the two corridors meet, but they're literally like drawn with different hands. So, but if that is correct, then we should have a second route if we want to avoid this noisemaker. Do y'all feel that's promising?
Is there a way to disarm the noisemaker?
He thinks he might be able to sneak one of his thieves' tools around the perimeter of the door and snip one of the bits of twine, which is used to connect it to the bell. But he can't promise it'll be completely effective.
All right, so our options
He's certainly
are
willing to try, though.
All right,
It's
so
now
our options
It is now 8:30.
our options are either to try to snip that, or to try to hang a left and go all the way around, or to just kick down the door and fight.
I'm open for either. They both have merit.
Man, the Frankensteining stitching of these maps is really throwing me for a loop.
It's worse for me.
I'm
the one
just
who
like
had to stitch
searching
them.
through these maps trying to find where you guys are getting these clips from.
I'm the one who had to stitch them.
Yikes.
Hard work.
Yeah, at least you're a good artist.
Thank you. The previous person was really great hand.
We've been blessed with a lot of
What
skilled
was that
artists.
Martin was doing that before?
Jay White.
Yeah,
Jay.
it's nuts that we have like no kidding actual freaking artists making maps for this game.
Yeah, I loved the little, not to get off topic, I love the little dragon you put in on the main map.
Oh, thank you.
Did you see the frog?
I did. I believe, is it Frog or Froge? I read it as Froge.
Froggy.
Frog.
Okay, sorry. I'll make sure.
Apparently, yeah, that's Middle
Froge,
English
yep.
for frog, which comes from Old English of frokga. So I think at some point it was a frog croak, and then it evolved over time.
Froge.
Anyway,
Froge would be
Anyway.
Frankish.
You're all having
My-
this discussion
We
about
all say
frogs.
this in character.
my impulse
This is all.
I have strong opinions about amphibians.
Our thief NPC is just sitting there waiting to try to snip the bell, and we're having this long discourse about
my
Frank.
impulse is to try to make use of all of this difficult mapping we have done to give ourselves a tactical advantage and try to flank them.
He's holding the scissors open over the twine, like,
It's just like, I thought it was a toad.
Ultico's having flashbacks.
Oh no! All right, don't talk about it around him.
So yeah, are we going around or are we going through?
I vote we go around.
Okay.
You're the caller. Let's do
Do the
it.
color.
True, but I'm establishing consensus. So if you okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Around you go.
So
Pulling
we
out
have
the
to check
correct-
this one for traps.
Don't you always?
Yes, every time.
Okay.
Coming in here at 8 p.m. might have been a bad idea. Well, whatever. It's not like we're gonna run out of sunlight.
Alrighty.
Such a good map, though.
Let's see if it works to our benefit.
Trying to remember how far. There's a trick to, like,
If it's worth
there's a trick to
mentioning,
measuring, and I can't remember, like,
Yeah.
how do you measure?
By the way, Richard, I hate to say this, but I sell us out here. I am at movement racing.
That's very tragic.
Out here.
I'm really sorry.
I remember how fast it actually goes.
I don't want to lie about it. It's just true. I'm in plate.
Yeah.
You could ask Balearic to hold some of your heavy weapons for you for a while.
It's 120 feet per turn. So
Thank you. All right.
if it might be worth
You're traveling
mentioning, I
light.
got the lantern with the continuous light, so using that to illuminate forward. I
I
think
thought Leopard's traveling light.
no, I'm
No,
like
he's got plate mount.
plate armor, shield.
Late shield.
Actually, I don't have a shield. I have a two-handed weapon, so I also
Yeah.
offset myself from the order of march. on the
I
far end.
do want to ask before we get into any conflict. We are back in the dark, and we came along the path that we stashed the weapons. Correct?
You did not.
We did
No,
not.
that's
Okay.
a whole other route.
Okay. So you pass down the hallway. As you
That's-
pass
that's
by the
door with
south,
rats.
this door with the rats is still open. There are no longer any rats in it. It has been picked clean, but the room has not otherwise been disturbed.
Even of the bones?
No, the bones are still there.
Okay.
Then you
Well,
reach this door.
that's comprehensible enough then.
Okay.
That should be the one.
Okay, that
We shall
took
check
2
it for
turns. It
traps.
is now 8:50. He checks for traps.
So slow.
He finds nothing. It is now 9 o'clock.
All right, let's go through.
All right.
Can't
This room
go
continues to be
over it.
spattered with blood. This
Hmm.
chalk, surprisingly, is still there. Okay, how far can you
I
get?
can't remember what that says.
Water skins below.
Oh,
Well, I don't think we're in urgent need of water skins, so let's keep going.
Just as well.
Unless that means something ominous, but that could be anything.
Okay. It's now 9:10.
Is this where we want to go? Or
No,
hang on, I
that
don't have
goes
it
down
right.
to the mausoleum.
Okay. 9:20.
Okay.
Gracious. That's
Which is
so
a whole
long.
different map.
Yes. So there's I noticed there was a lock drawn on here, but do we know if we can get through this?
Let me check real fast.
I've got a crowbar.
I also have a crowbar.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Well, rather, one of my companions is carrying my crowbar.
Oh, I was gonna call you my brobar.
It's his browbar.
Yeah. Finbar.
All right. The door to the south appears to be locked, though Lofstan is willing to take a shot at unlocking it.
Oh,
Let's try
Lord.
that.
Yes.
All right. What's the current time?
9:10.
Alrighty. Lofstan has no luck. He fails, and it is now 9:20. He steps back and proffers and thrusts those of you with the crowbar to breach the door in his stead.
Perduri will ask.
Should we also perform a search for traps, do you think?
Probably. Would
Alright.
be wise. Perduri will have Niesel hand the crowbar or offer the crowbar rather to Glorpert. Because I recall Glorpert being particularly strong.
Dude's got swag, big meat, big muscles.
oh, I think I kicked my character sheet off because I reloaded it. I'm sorry. Let me bring it back
No.
up.
Again.
So yeah, I know I
I've-
could open doors on a 1 or
Right.
2, but I think did you cross that? You can get it on a 3 threshold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have 16 strength.
Impressive.
Yep.
All right. You
Really
settled
an
the pry
Adonis
bar
of a
into
man.
position.
Okay, here we go.
Show us your power.
Sorry, roll 20 is just kind of slow and laggy.
No worries.
Nice.
Nope. Nope. He just like slams against the wall, slips. He's like, I can't find purchase.
It's true.
Oh, God.
It's not his fault. It's not that he's too weak. The door is simply built too finely. If you want to go through it, you'll have to either smash it down by main force or else find the key. Now, the question is, where's the key?
Didn't we went over a key last time? We talked about a key. Someone had a key, right?
The map shows that you guys have been through this door before.
Did we have the foreknowledge to bring said key with us?
I mean, what's really cool, I can't, this is really epic to me. You said this map shows you guys been through this door before.
I know,
And
right? Like,
one
this
of
is
the most-
literally
one
just
of the
me trying
most-
to read a map that someone else drew. for
One of the
real.
most amazing in fiction diegetic things is you're using a map of a long retired hero from like 2 years ago
Yeah.
with a completely different group of adventurers. It's kind of cool. Anyways,
Does
that
someone
doesn't
else
help
want
us.
to try to
but
smash down
I
the
like
door?
that too. The question is whether that's actually going to be better than just going back to the first door. But I have a
I'm ready
question.
to smash it down.
I have a
Yeah, me
question,
too.
which is, do we get a speed bonus for backtracking over stuff we just tracked since we're not using like dungeon speed, or is it going to be the exact same amount of time going back?
should do it double speed.
Hmm.
And also,
That's
quick
actually
check.
an option.
Yeah, I do want to check something real fast, which is I know that Lorpert is at speed 6, but I'm pretty sure that part of that is because he is holding 2 melee weapons.
He's got one two-handed weapon.
That's
Yeah.
actually, I'm sorry, that's a good point. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
should
one of them
have-
was the halberd, which you gave to what's his face, to Balearic.
So at minus 15, that puts me. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm at movement rate 9. I'm really
Alright.
sorry.
No problem. We'll John, backdate us about 10 minutes. So it's 9:10 instead of 9:20,
Mhm.
and we'll go back at double speed, which would be 360 feet per turn.
Oh,
I
what
think
is
that
the
noise
hireling's
make-
name?
So 360 feet per turn would take you.
Okay. I'll
About
give the others
a turn
a
and a
chance
half.
to. I'll give the others a chance to input. Do you think we should backtrack and go through the noisemaker, or try to smash this thing down?
I mean, 2 of my followers have warhammers. If we want to smash it down, their game, but it would be very loud.
Hmm. In
There's
that
gonna be
case, I
noise
think
either
that
way.
backtracking will make more sense because the amount of time that we're being loud will be shorter. Because it'll be a noisemaker that we can presumably silence once we're through.
Okay.
Okay, then I say we should backtrack then. This plan didn't work. Wasn't as smart as I thought it was.
All right. You spend 2 turns, so it goes from 9:10 to 9:30 to come back here. And you are once again before the door.
All right. I vote we just kick it down and charge through, and then destroy the noisemaker. Just hit it with a hammer.
Okay. Is that what you? Any objections?
Any objections?
What's the hireling's name?
Balearic.
Balearic.
I also have.
That's like Baleric.
Balearic. I
The,
have.
the proposition was to beat this door down.
This door we can just kick down. I think. God, if this one's locked too, that's going to be pretty embarrassing.
It's not locked.
Yeah, this one we can
Uh,
just kick down, but
this
it
is
is
the
attached
noisemaker
to
one?
a.
Yeah,
Oh, we should. All right, we should at least try to let him disarm the thing.
yeah. And if he
forgot that
triggers
was on.
it, then we can barge through. Anyways.
Okay, yeah. If it starts making noise, we just kick it down and try to smash the noisemaker. Or, well, first we'll have to kill whoever's waiting for us on the other side, if that's the case.
And,
Um,
Richard, can you force ping move, shift ping?
Of course. One moment.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we all
Do-
kind of stack up.
Do want to
And-
note, last time the problem we had was they were able to force the door closed and cut themselves off from us. So we
True.
need to either all rush in,
Yes.
or like we need to secure the area around the door. Like we can't
That's
let
right.
them lock us out again. That'd be embarrassing.
For
That was a
combat-
different door, but the same dynamic can play out.
Yeah.
For combat, Richard, I give Balearic my rations and my bullseye lantern, and that increases my movement speed for combat.
Swag. He is, of course, happy to stand in the back and hold the lantern. If he's in the back rank, he can. Well, if he's holding the lantern, well, he's whatever. He'll steal a spear from somebody.
He's got a pole arm, right?
By
Yeah,
the
but
way,
Now, if he's holding, but he's got a lantern in one hand, he can't really pole arm effectively.
yeah, that's true. One
Set
other
it down.
thing. One other thing I want to say. According to my notes, I am the one holding the
horn.
horn of Valhalla.
Oh, we should totally do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once we see the ogres, I'm going to bring those guys out.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
But I don't want to do it now because I think there's a limited time and we move. very slow.
You're a spellcaster. You can cast amazing spells. Do you want someone else to blow it? It could be any of our hirelings.
I can
or
cast
anybody.
okay spells, but yes, that's a good idea.
Did you guys notice that if you blow that, it has a random chance of calling different types of Vikings from the afterlife, and like some of them might not like you?
I did not know that.
No. Did not.
That's so metal.
I delight in how cruelly and capriciously Gygaxian that is.
Do we know how long they last?
Yes,
If they're berserkers, they're not going to be happy with just following us around being sneaky.
that is correct. Once per day, the Silver Warhorn may be winded. In combat, this must be declared at the same time as casting spells. At the end of the round, during the spell casting phase, 2d4 berserkers of 2 hit dice appear. They attack as monsters with +2 to hit. They are summoned creatures and not undead. Their appearance is spectral, luminous, and obviously supernatural. They can do nothing but battle, but they plunge immediately into battle and do so with unbreakable morale. They remain until they are defeated or their enemies are. In other words, if you call them without the presence of enemies, they blip out of existence immediately.
Understood.
Nice.
However,
Okay,
you can,
didn't hear
if you
anything
win
there
it a
about them
second
being
time in
hostile.
the same day, that will destroy the horn, but you get a full 8 berserkers automatically.
Let's not do that.
It'd be
So-
great sparring buddies.
Is our plan to open this door and let them come through this choke point, or to rush the door with our backs to this door?
Well, their plan last time we gave them... The plan last time we utilized a choke point was to slam the door shut.
Okay.
And there's no reason to think they couldn't do that again. So if we want to commit to the fight, we need to charge in there.
Yeah.
Like idiots.
Finbar's ready to charge in like an idiot.
I tell you what, I can give a spear to Bo Derek, and Dobby will hold the lantern.
Bojangles.
Bojangles.
This is Mr. Bojangles. Sorry.
And if we're handing the horn off to someone who isn't me, who ought to have it? Feels like everyone needs it. Sorry, it feels like everyone needs to be able to do their thing, rather.
Moore will go ahead and cast Mirror Image right now because that lasts a bit. And then she has no applicable combat spells beside light, so she could blow it.
I'm okay with this. I will.
As an alternative, yeah, I'll let her cast light. My cleric dude, Owenin. Yeah, he normally just stands in the back and twiddles his thumbs. So.
Well, so you're saying Owen should have the horn?
Yeah.
Well, he's a cleric of the light, and maybe that will defend us from any possibilities of evil Vikings being summoned. Maybe.
Lufstan snips his scissors insistently and he gestures towards the door.
Yes,
So
let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, is it about 9:40 now?
Yes,
bet we-
and
That's right.
As we
Lufstan,
discussed.
unfortunately, in his haste, does not successfully disarm the trap, and at once there is a clamor.
All right, bust it down. Smash the device.
You do so. You bust it down. You smash the device. The ringing bells are immediately silenced. Lufstan listens carefully, trying to sense if something approaches. He swallows. I think we got away with it. I don't hear anything.
Is the door
Perhaps-
open?
Yes. Sorry, I forgot to hit the open button.
Let's jam it. Let's spike it open.
You've put
Alright.
a hex on us.
If you have spikes, that's a good idea.
All right.
I got spikes.
I have spikes as well.
All right. Knock off a spike. This door is open.
Are you marking that off, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How many do we need? Just one?
Just one.
All right. Let us proceed southwards to the previously discovered lair of the ogres.
With haste or with caution?
I say with haste.
Okay.
Object if you say
No,
so.
there are traps.
We're in time. We're under time pressure because we made a noise. Okay, very well. Let's go carefully then.
Well, I was gonna say I'd be okay barreling down here.
I mean-
in the front, if you guys need
Well,
somebody to be triggering traps, you know.
practically, you have a decoy trap to trigger people to retreat into a main trap. Is like the main, like a primary strategy.
We
So
know they
I'm always
prepared some
hesitant of a
traps, but I
second
don't think that
trap.
they did something that requires like severe engineering.
How smart are these ogres, man?
They have a spellcaster.
Yeah, ogre magi aren't exactly.
Does anyone
know.
have a pole?
But do they have any ogre engineers?
Have a what?
A pole?
Somebody.
I
did. buy a
I
pole.
did buy a pole. Yes, I have a pole.
Do we want to just be careful? Go ahead and take the. Go ahead and take the hit to the time.
To be
Okay.
clear,
Let's-
going slow is just not going double time. That's
Yeah.
the usual pace.
Yeah.
All
right, we'll proceed at the normal speed.
Wield the pole.
Probably unrealistic to just charge down there before they've had time to do stuff, because even at double speed, it's going to take us a good amount of time. So
Okay.
I guess we'll
You
go
head
normal
down with some speed, but not excess haste.
speed. Fly casual.
Now this door, you'll note, is still open. You pass by. Takes about 2 turns. So we were at 940, now it's 10. And you can make it to here.
All right, this door on our right to the south. Sorry, our left to the south. Is
Yes.
the one that we fought the ogres in.
I assume you approach with silence as you get closer.
This time, I think it would be wise to listen at the door.
All right. Who shall listen?
Our thiefy, our most thief-like friend.
Lufstan
Oh,
puts his
Lufstan.
ear to the door.
Layoff stand. I'm gonna be fussy about my pronunciation. I have to get everyone else's just right.
There's nothing. We hear nothing. They've gone. Or they're all asleep.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I say check for traps and get them while they're napping.
I agree.
Give it my best.
I'll be with you.
Lufstan moves cautiously and spends a turn exploring the map. As he does, a strangled cry from behind. Zoltan, I would like you to roll a 1d6 for a surprise check.
One.
Alrighty, one moment. More.
Everyone remember to breathe.
We're now breathing manually.
Well,
Right.
witchcraft.
What chaotic menagerie is this? A AAA video game has never given me suspense this great.
It's very easy for me. All I have to do is not say things.
And then this is it. This is the game. We sit and we watch Richard do math for 15 seconds and wonder if we're gonna die.
Check the spreadsheet.
Check
All right.
the spreadsheet.
Now, what
Yes,
I would
you were
like
dead.
you to, what you guys can do now, and which I would appreciate, is work out a marching order for me.
Yeah.
Because I want to know
So-
who's in the back of the party.
So Zolatan, I'm gonna be ahead and to the side, okay? Because I have to have 10 feet to fight.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Finbar wants to be right in front protecting his friends.
Alrighty.
But who is in back?
Mine are pretty standard where I have normally Perderi and Pasling in the front with Nisel and Owanen behind, and then more behind them.
Alright, almost done.
You can put 3 together in one grid if you can have them with small weapons or piercing weapons. Then you can have a second rank in the same grid.
I think the only one in the second rank that actually attacks is Nisel with a polearm. The
We
other
also
two
have-
just kind of stand there.
We also
So-
now have Balearic with
Balearic,
a
yeah.
halberd.
So you
My
can,
3 bros can be 3 abreast.
Hmm.
that
Abreast.
can put down a lot of damage just in 2 grids right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright.
he said abreast.
Oh, you. Yeah, I guess you're a Gen Z.
Ah, that was
All right.
classic. Yeah.
That's
All right.
reaching back
Things
into
never
your
change.
olden days of Beavis and Butthead.
Right,
So
that's what I
Orphan
was
was in
thinking.
front.
That's Gen X,
I-
is what I was thinking.
I wanted
Yeah,
Ulfbel
some things
to
never
be
change.
like somewhere, if possible, either first or second rank because he's got the spear.
Mhm.
And
Well,
then
we're concerned. Well, so we're just sort of playing it by like honor, and no one's guarding the back. Because it kind of be nice if someone was guarding the back.
It would be, but
But like, if that's how it is, then that's how it is.
Yeah,
We-
actually, yes.
we shouldn't sacrifice any combat power to do that, in my opinion.
if you want, we could put Dobby and Layoff Stun in the back. I guess Layoff Stun was
Yeah,
doing the door.
My marching position is up.
Where's Balearic? Is he the rear guard, 4 hit point guy?
He
I
can,
hope
think
not.
he's the. I would imagine he was the middle guard.
yeah, he can fight from the second rank.
Yeah.
Who shall be our canary?
All right. Someone has to be in the back. I need you to pick.
Well, it may have to be Glorpert actually, because he can move faster, and I think there's no space for him to fight diagonally to get to an enemy.
Yeah, if we're doing like a shield wall thing.
Is
Tracks. Yeah, that makes sense.
it? Wait,
Alright.
which is it? This door?
Yeah, the bottom.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the ogre door. However, there are things coming from the north, and they move in great silence. The first warning you have of them is when one of them attempts to jump Glorpert from surprise. A terrible dread. Where's the most frightening? I need the most frightening combat music we have.
Oh, then maybe the great evil one.
Here we are.
Have to turn
I
it up.
hate those images.
So you know you picked a good one.
Yep.
I'm not really thrilled with them either.
Oh,
I resent this.
ghouls. Lovely. Well, good luck.
First, the surprise attack. What's your AC, Glorpert? 17?
It is 16.
No dex bonus?
Alright.
No, my dex kind of sucks.
Sag.
Unfortunate. Well, roll a saving throw. You are in mortal peril. Let's tuck this guy out to the side. I'm gonna put.
Hey, got a 19.
I
Excellent.
got a 19 plus 1 is a 20.
So tucking that off to the side means I've lost my ability to see anything.
Yeah.
Yes, I need to fix that. Dobby, great news. You are the designated light source now.
Yes.
I think it's the vision source more
Congratulations.
than the light source.
All right, bright
Yeah.
light.
Ulfkill's the source of the light.
That's also true.
He's got the gold spear. I mean, yeah, doesn't it give off light?
Nisel's
Ew.
apparently giving light right now.
I was thinking more like a.
Glorpert was
Royal-
sad that he
royal
had to be
sense.
the rear guard, but then he draws out his blade, turns around and sees all this, and he says, "Praise the light. This is the appointed moment."
Glorpert takes 3 points of damage as a unholy thing approaches him and sinks its black teeth into his skin. He feels a moment a power of uttermost darkness trying to draw his soul straight from his body and send him into a helpless paralysis. But he's too strong and too crazy. His heart holds on. He takes 3 points of damage, and I need you to also roll a saving throw to see if you can withstand the unimaginable stench which unfurls from these creatures. Actually,
Oh,
yeah, no, you would smell these things coming. These things can't sneak up on you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No,
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay,
This whole place smells.
that's true.
Yeah, I had beans earlier, so I thought that was.
no.
All right.
Great trail food.
We're all just sitting there going, who is that?
All right.
Oh, it's
Ten-
hundreds of monsters.
10 plus
Lorpert is-
1 is 11. I failed.
Lorpert is overwhelmed with the stench, which provides him a -2 penalty on his attack throws for the remainder of this fight. It is now. You are being assailed by a tremendous force of horrible creatures. It's time for you to.
If the stench overpowers Glorpert, what hope do we have?
Who himself smells quite pungently.
Famously
Charlotte.
stinky gentleman.
She could
I would
put
like you to roll me a initiative check.
That's a
Oh,
one.
wait, no. Round 1. Anyone wants to declare a spell.
Turn.
All right. Turning.
I will. Sorry, turn.
I assume Brother
right,
Dav
turn
is
undead.
turning. Yeah, turning on
What is the range on turn?
Is there any hope you could put that OSR icon back where it was, because I can't see my own character or anything.
Okay, I'll fix that.
I don't know why that's my vision.
Does it not give you? It doesn't give you vision. I don't know
No,
why
it doesn't give me vision for myself.
Okay,
It's gonna-
hang on a second. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix it forever because I know why it keeps happening and I know how to make it stop. There we are. Okay, that should have
Right.
fixed it.
Okay. I can't tell yet, but I believe you.
Okay.
Okay.
I also can't tell, but my hope remains.
I am gonna go ahead and commit magic missile. I can move and fire that, right?
You can move at least that far, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Doo-doo, horn blowing.
All right. That's
You do horn
Yoanin blowing the horn. Yoanin is blowing the horn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was more.
No. Yes, it is more. You're
All right. Mora is blowing the horn.
Better than Les is
Glorpert-
blowing the horn.
Glorpert is holding the entire front line, I think.
Does turn not have a range?
It's not well defined. Uh,
I didn't see a range listed. Is it just like sight? I don't know.
you're within range. Don't worry about it. Dobby is.
Okay.
Yoanin will have to move first, but
Yeah.
if he moves up and approaches, then you can do it. First, who is going to stand behind Glorpert in his berserking?
Well, if we're gonna
Um,
move, I'm gonna move just within melee. I'll move
Okay.
right here.
Alrighty.
Like that.
Proderi is gonna rush forward as fast as he can.
Yeah, you can make that.
And he has the aura around him.
Yes, that's true.
So he's going to make sure to include Glorpert in it. He's going to try to stand centered in the room to be an unpassable barrier.
Hang on a second. Check out this little toy.
You
Radius.
throw an aura on him.
Number. The front rank of undead creatures recoil backwards as you approach the undead creatures. Proderi's armor begins to glow, and the tree begins to shine from within with the light of the stars. Everyone who is close into melee, move your guy up into melee. Yes.
How far can those hirelings in the back move?
All of them should be able to make it. At worst, it's 90 feet, which is within the reach of a single combat round.
Sadly, I'm gonna have to take up this block.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm rethinking this two-handed sword. I think maybe
Yeah,
if you need a magic weapon, maybe. Otherwise, I'm gonna use something else. Because just having a row of 6 people is so powerful.
True.
Well, how tightly can we group up on the left?
If you
We
want
like-
to
He
take
needs
up
10 feet of space.
I'm gonna roll that if you want to take up less space, you can, because that'll basically that's switching from holding it like purely by the haft and doing big swings to switching to like half swording it. Because you remember when you were fighting Saracek, he wound up half swording the when you guys closed to tight melee. So you can shrink down to a 5 foot. The ceiling here is about well, first off, hang on. It's a little too loud.
When life gives you nails, turn to Mordau.
Only overhead swings.
I'm just saying.
Bro's like chopping wood.
It's another
He's
option.
using all that lumberjack experience.
It's probably like
It
10
works
feet.
in Mountain Blade.
Mordau is where you grab by the blade and you use the pommel as a hammer.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You can safely grab the blade. It is a legitimate technique.
Speak for yourself.
I guess you could do that if you want, but I don't advise it. Not in these tight confines. All right. Niesel is okay. Paslin takes front. Finbar takes front. Now Ulfkill's got to take front.
Sure.
Okay. Actually, no. Do you want to take back so that you can just like attack from the
You have
rear?
a spear,
I was gonna
right?
say he's got a
that's fine. He's
spear.
got a spear. What am I talking about?
I don't think Pasling does.
No, Pasling does
Pasling's
not.
got a warhammer.
Alrighty.
Pasling's higher level than me.
Pasling still has, maybe not after this fight, but for now, Pasling has more XP than Perderi.
Valoric's
Alrighty.
going right there. Second rank.
Okay. We know what spells are being cast. We've done movement. We never rolled initiative. Let's roll initiative
I'm
now.
rolling movement. I'm down here.
But yeah. Okay. Lofstan is
Well, that's
going
a
to
1d6?
hold the door. He's happy not to go into melee with these horrible things.
Is that a 1d6?
Yes.
Rolling 1d6. I got a 5.
Unless I roll a 6, you go first, so you go first.
Excellent.
Those of you who are in hand-to-hand... Oh, actually, no. First off, I'm going to finish these guys moving up. They collapse forward.
Man,
Are they
what I wouldn't give
able
for a
to
lightning
even-
bolt right now?
Are they able to even enter the aura?
God, imagine if we had a lightning bolt.
That's what I'm saying.
How many lightning bolt guy couldn't make it?
Hallway be gone.
Protection from evil, blah, blah, blah.
The 10-foot. I don't think they can. Tiffy race around the caster of the field blocks out all enchanted monsters, such as elementals and demons. Evil monsters.
Yeah, these are evil monsters, but
Okay.
not enchanted monsters.
Okay.
Basically, I read enchanted monsters to mean stuff pulled from the outer dark or the inner dark.
Yeah.
That said, they do hate it. They hate it a lot. And I will bear in mind its effects for the duration of the fight. You guys can attack first.
Keep in mind, everyone, that while you're within the aura, you have a +1 on saving throws.
And they have a -1 to hit, which is effectively the same as... All of your armor is magical if it wasn't already.
These wouldn't happen to be single hit die creatures, would they?
They do
When
not.
you, when you say our armor's magical, what effect does that have? Does that increase our
If
AC?
you, yeah, if you don't already have a +1 bonus to your AC, you do while you're in the radius.
Okay.
Okay. The armor class of the ghouls is 13. The armor class of the big nasty double ghoul is 15. Boy,
Wolfert and Valoric miss the big ugly ghoul.
tragic.
I'm sorry, both ACs are 15, or what did you say? My apologies.
The big one's 15 and the little ones are 14.
Okay.
Did I do?
Good hit, Perderi.
Oh, that was a good hit. That was a knee cell. Dairy, knee cell, Pasling. That's the only ones. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because Moore's blowing horn, and Onan is turning.
A lot of bad guys.
Okay.
A lot of them.
So which one does Niesel target? One of the ones in the front?
Yes, presumably the far left one.
All right. Niesel takes this one out completely.
Oh.
Just their blade gouges out and drops it.
Hell yeah.
Finbar and Perderi wound the one in the center. It had 11 hit points. Now it has 6. Balearic shot whiffs. Now it is their turn to attack.
Now,
Oh,
I know that the turning undead will happen later, but if Dalby held up his blinding shield, will that do anything to these creatures?
let me review. I wrote all this up because I had to think about all that.
Good that you thought about it.
I got the post right now if you'd like me
No.
to link it.
Please do. But basically, it affects targets that are locked in melee with you. You may, which at this point includes the entire enemy front rank. If you want to activate it, you may, and they will all have to make saves.
So Dalby could do that, like he's holding that up as his holy,
Oh, Dobby is the one with the shield?
Yeah.
Ulfkel was. No, Dobby cannot do that because he is not in the front rank.
Okay.
Yeah. If they were throwing ranged attacks at him, they would risk blindness if they attacked him while he had it up and active. But at present, no.
Gotcha.
Fortunately so. Okay. The surviving elements of the front rank attack. No, it's only +1 because I got -1 to hit. No, that is already accounted by your armor. The ghoul attacks. Hits AC 16, which I believe will hit... No, his AC is 17. That whiffs on... I can barely read their name. That whiffs on Pasling. The Ghast attacks Glorpert. And misses badly. Oh wait, no, what am I talking? They have multiple attacks.
Yeah, don't
And
forget
make
that.
sure to add their hit dice to the attack bonus as well.
I will.
Okay, good.
Don't worry. I'm a little forgetful, but I'm not that forgetful.
Minus the one from the aura.
That's a lot of modifiers.
Okay, ignore the first of these attacks. This is from the ghoul on the in the middle, attacking Pasling. All right, Pasling does get hit. I need a saving throw from Pasling. She takes 3 damage.
And does this count as against the spell or no?
Yes, so she does get a +1.
+1 against all except spells.
This is not a spell.
Oh, then add 1 to this. Nope. That's a
Alas,
fail.
Pasling is seized by a paralytic. I'm going to use a voltage to
Ooh.
represent that. They
So
fall.
They're fighting the serpent from the original Dungeons track.
Ooh.
Kind of fits
Now,
the theme of the game.
again. All right. Glorpert made his first saving throw. Or actually, no, I already rolled once for them, so the first one of those misses. But then it follows on with an 18 and an 18 after the penalty. So I'm going to need a saving throw from Glorpert.
Oof.
You have a +1 to your save. You don't need
Glorpert
it.
is fine. I'm going to rule that you only have to make 1 save against ghoul paralysis per turn because I don't know. Because I'm not that psychotic.
Is it not like a save and you're immune for a day, or?
I don't think all it says is paralyzing touch.
Okay.
It's very minimalist in its description, but I will take a moment to review the actual text in the book to make certain that I
Apologies
am
for
not.
slowing things down.
No. I could read quite quickly.
Just meta.
It's
It'd be
quite
nice
clear,
to have
unfortunately.
elves.
Any hit from a ghoul requires a saving throw, or the victim is paralyzed. So I want a second saving throw from Glorpert.
All right.
In my infinite cruelty.
No, I love it.
I know you do.
We are here to fight these things.
Just as a commentary, I believe elves are immune to ghouls' paralysis.
Yeah,
For whatever reason.
I fail.
Glorpert is seized by a paralytic effect.
Oh no. Perderi cries out, pull them to the rear!
Yep.
Valeric is shook. He rolls a morale check.
He is shooketh.
Uh-oh.
That's bad.
It is bad.
Well,
Spells. Yoanan, or rather, those of you who are conjuring hordes of berserkers, now is a good time to conjure them.
It's 2d4.
roll it. I don't suppose there's
Big
any
might
chance
not know.
Valeric could call his boss. Oh, damn.
Oof. Is it
That's our-
2d4
and we can't
plus
roll it again.
anything, or is it just...
It's just 2d4.
Yep.
Help out here.
At least they're flanking him.
Yeah.
I don't suppose there's any chance Valeric in his retreat might haul Glorpert out of the line of fire.
We will find out in a moment. I will roll a second morale check. There is.
Hey.
All right.
Someone did shout to haul him to the rear.
All right. So, Yoanan, I need your turn check, which I believe is 2d10, but let me review those rules real fast.
I had them pulled up,
Yes,
and
it is
then
I
yeah.
need a 2d10. And Yoanan, I do not remember his level off the top of my head. He is a 3rd level cleric, so he needs...
Oh, real low.
Oof.
4.
The light sputters. Nothing is accomplished.
And Dobby's turn.
Dobby... Oh, yeah, Dobby was also turning. Yes, please do. Roll a 2d10, Dobby.
Okay.
Hey, that's better.
Better. And yet,
About average.
you need a 10 in order to strike down a ghoul.
Oh.
Oh.
God, we're not even gonna get to the fight.
The
The
best laid
fight
plans,
is here.
best laid plans of mice and men. All right.
I'm neither
I
of
choose
those. I thought I was immune.
And
Uh,
Zoltan started casting magical missile, right?
That's right.
Does the silvered holy symbol do anything? I don't remember exactly what it does. I know it has some benefit. I don't remember exactly what it does.
Does it? I didn't believe that it did. I thought it was just more durable.
No. It
In some cases, silver ones work better. That's all it says.
okay.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'll give it a +1 just once.
Wouldn't work for mine, so
Yeah.
just
All right, Brother Dobby. You have been saved by the spirit dwelling within your holy symbol. So it is time for you to roll 2d6. See how many... Ooh! Praise the lights! Seriously, praise it, because you really needed it just now.
Yeah, damn. I'm praising it. I'm praising it.
A flash of light erupts from the holy symbol. The trees shake. It seemed the leaves on the tree of the holy symbol seem to shine and flutter, and the ghouls recoil, disgusted by the memory of what they once knew. They flee down the corridor, and as they do, the horn is winded, and the berserkers take shape. Swords slide from their sheaths and flicker flash like stained glass windows glinting in the evening sun, and cut down ghouls as they pass. Which is to say, they get some free attacks as opponents retreat. One of them takes 6 damage. Is that enough to kill us? Let's find out shortly. Here it is. It is not, but it is enough to lay it low. Alrighty. It is now the beginning of turn 2. No, wait, no. There was a magical missile.
Are we done? Yes. Did the larger type of enemy to the right, closest to Glorpert, take damage previously?
No, not yet.
All right, that's what I'm targeting. Automatically hits.
Kill the stinky.
Let's find out together. Probably not. but let's find
I
out.
do have to clarify. It doesn't start to smell better after you kill it.
I'm gonna shoot it anyway.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll great.
Oof.
8 damage. That's
Alright.
it for me.
The wound gouge is deep, but it's not yet half dead. All right. Declare. It is now the beginning of turn 2. Please declare spells.
Turn again.
Turn.
I mean, there are still some that could be turned, right? Right.
In theory, but you'd have to get quite lucky to turn these ones.
The ghasts.
Yes.
We're gonna try for it. Actually, Dobby can't drag Pasling out, or not Dobby. Owen can't drag Pasling out and turn, right?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. So, this is all you, Dobby. Owen's gonna drag Pasling to the rear.
Okay. You know,
Um,
before you do that, he could also. No, yeah, he would have to do that first. But then on the next turn, you'd probably want to bring them back. Alternatively, you could try. If you win initiative, you can push the front line in front of Pasling.
Hmm.
But if you lose initiative, then you have a problem.
What how long does the paralysis last?
Way longer than this fight.
Okay.
3d6 turns. For each turn is 10 minutes. It is a strategic problem, not a tactical one.
Okay.
Alright. For me, Phantasmal Force does less damage than Magic Missile, so I'm just gonna do another Magic Missile. I'm going to assume that biting these things is a really bad idea. Also, they're
Not to
probably
mention a
not-
stinky one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't. It doesn't seem appealing.
Do you like fermented sushi?
I mean, Zolotin will do what he has to, but I'm unsure if these creatures are vulnerable to the kind of venom that he has, or indeed any kind.
Okay. So, Yoanin is pulling Pasling back and not casting a spell, correct?
Correct.
Okay. More.
Did we do initiative yet or no?
No. Spells have to kind of go first. I assume Redagian is in the back rank as well.
Yeah, he's back. He's way back there with Layoff Stone.
Okay. Do you want him to move up and join the crew, or do you want him to keep hanging back with Ulfstan?
I don't know what he could do because couldn't throw a
Yeah.
dart, could he?
Not really. Not at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he could do magic missile if he thinks he could aim without hitting somebody.
Oh yeah, he totally can. You can't.
Or-
You don't miss with magic missile.
Okay, he can do that.
He can rifle through my bag and grab one of my holy waters.
I'll have more grab Pasling. Owen will try to turn.
Okay. All right. Now it is this next phase: missile fire and movement. First, we roll initiative to see who moves and shoots first.
If they
Initiative
pull
rolling
out bows
4.
and start shooting at us, I'll be upset.
I think that would be preferable.
The army
All
of
right.
24 skeletons arrives from the other side.
The black skeletons.
Do we win the tie?
No.
You do win the tie.
We win the tie. We get initiative.
No.
Okay. Those of you who are in the front rank may move forward, or you may hold your position as you choose. Moore is going to haul Pasling. He's going to grab Pasling by the cuff of her armor and haul her back. Likewise, Balearic does the same with Glorpert, dropping his pole arm to do so.
Looks like you're up, Wolfkill.
Niesel moves up.
Time to be a king.
Does Brother Dobby? All right. Are you guys done with your movement?
Yeah.
All that good.
All right. The enemy also moves up, closing ranks.
Oh boy.
The ghouls attempt to flee further, giving the berserkers a chance to hew them as they pass. One of which hits.
Would it be worthwhile to use holy water instead of a sword? Because I'm using a
Holy water is
non-magical
1d6.
sword.
The knight Holy Water's a better back rank weapon because they can just throw it in there, and if it lands on you, who cares? It's fine.
It'll
yeah.
be nice and refreshing.
Yes.
Oil would be very useful as well. If anyone wants to throw some oil, that does it does more damage over time.
Also known as DOT.
Okay.
Yep.
These guys flee, and the berserkers move to the back rank, move in to attack the back rank. I'm moving them because I forgot to move them earlier, and also because you don't control them. That is movement. Now,
We're on
action.
secret third initiative.
Yes, more or less. Now, it is time for melee attacks. Your team has the initiative. The armor class of these creatures is 15. They are flanked. The berserkers have their backs for now, so for the moment, the berserkers are getting the benefit of the 2-hit bonus. They are all within the reach of this met protection from evil. So, don't worry about it. Roll to hit.
Not worrying about it. Check.
Okay.
Ah,
Jerry
Oh,
gets
yeah.
one in the middle for 6.
holy crap, AJ.
I would prioritizing the one to the right give any sort of benefit to the ones in the front? Would that be like turning my back to them, or?
No. If you want to try and focus fire the one on the right, you can do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
That's the one I damaged previously.
Of note of these two berserkers, though, they should get a +2 to hit.
They absolutely they will. So, one moment.
That was a very kingly hit, Ulfkel.
Ah, I thank thee. That's high king.
I'm randomly generating a bunch of hit points real fast.
I think the
Oh my god.
Talk to me.
yeah, is that a
Okay.
good thing or bad?
It's a really funny thing. Okay, so Ulfkill stabs you're focusing fire on the one on the right. So that one takes 6 plus 6. And it had that many. Cancel, so 20.
Yeah, it had taken 8 previously.
Yes. So this one is a titan. It's gigantic, incredibly resilient. You carve into it, hew off great reeking chunks of it. Oh, also, I need to roll a saving throw from everyone who is currently in melee, on the grounds of you are in point-blank range with the stinkies.
Such a classic D&D monster.
Yeah.
The ghast.
Yes. All right.
I failed. You have a +1
you-
on these.
You do have a +1 on these. Okay, you have the stinkies. Finbar does not have the stinkies.
I smell worse than you ever could.
It's not true.
I grew up on a farm. We raised
They-
pigs.
Pigs are pretty bad. But I don't think you really carry that with you per se.
They have like the zombie morning breath of all morning breath.
Oh,
That's good for me.
Cool and good. Okay. And yes, only Praderio is overcome with the stench, which impedes his ability to hit, but not so badly that he would miss with that bastard sword to hit. So it's moot. Next, it is their turn to attack. First, the one on the far right, targeting Ulfkel. Ulfkel, what's your armor class?
17.
They hit you once, so I need a saving throw versus paralysis.
Instead of moot, I think the point is toot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Sorry,
no!
it's been a long day.
I forgive you. Ulfkill is seized by a paralytic effect.
Oh,
Takes
no.
a single
Oh no.
takes a single point of damage.
Does anyone know how to undo this?
Yes, a Cure Light Wound spell will undo it.
Oh, I don't have that.
I was gonna say time.
That will also do it.
I don't think we have much of that though.
right.
Unfortunately.
Correct.
The one in hand to hand.
Cure Light Wounds will end it?
Yep.
Well,
But you can't do it.
Let's get those clerics in there.
You can't cast during combat, I don't think.
Not
Oh.
while you're in point blank range. That's why I assumed you were pulling Pazlane and Glorpert out of the front rank. Next, this is the one directly north of Pryderi. No, not you.
Is it too late to retroactively declare this? Probably is.
Declare what?
Cure Light Wounds from one of the clerics.
Do you want to?
Well, it's not my character, but I mean, I would want them to
Right, well, let me
get
rephrase.
Glorpert back in the fight.
Sure. AJ, do you want to have?
Considering I was just going to Hail Mary for a turn undead, I would take a Cure Light Wounds.
All right.
What's the other, right?
You want it, Glorpert? Ross, you want up?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back in the fight.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll.
That's what it was for.
On him.
All right, you might regret that in a second. All right, the one straight north of Pryderi is going to take a shot at Pryderi. Oh my god!
Wow. All right, saving throw.
Yep.
Shit.
Saving throws. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
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 Are we trying
even
to
with
avoid
plus
getting hit by
one.
these?
Well, the funny thing is, I have let's see, -1, +1. That's what, a 24? Yeah, no, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, because you have like what, 20 or 21?
With its -1 to hit and my parry, I could hit technically 20. But it's way over that.
Alas. The front rank is having some real trouble here.
I'm doing fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alrighty. Well, let's see how that goes with the one targeting Finbar.
Oh, probably shouldn't have said that. Oh,
He's fine.
Not punished for his hubris.
It's always
that
fun
is the
to
last
mention that.
time that will happen.
Alright. Now spells resolve. Oh wait, no, the Berserkers have to attack.
Hey,
Please.
yeah, I'm not exactly a damage dealer over here.
Berserkers, save me.
I stand here in a metal lobster shell and go, "Come and get me." That's my contribution. Yeah, doink doink.
Okay. One Berserker attacks the one on the left. And almost kills it with... No, wait, no, he misses completely.
One of almost killed it.
The other one
He did.
attacks the one that was on with Ulfkill and hits it for 7, reducing it to bring it to within a whiff of death.
Take that. Stinky.
Joints are held together with faint strings of tendon and little more.
All right, I can split my my spell attack and finish that off if no one else can hit it.
All
That's
right.
too far over for me.
Oh yeah,
Now
let's
it is-
not. Yeah.
Now
Throw
spells
that.
resolve.
Yeah,
All right.
Merdagion too.
Okay. Wait, Murdagian goes first?
Oh no! I'm just saying, he's doing that too.
Okay.
Okay.
Berdigan, you go first. Roll 1d4 plus 1 and tell me, but first tell me which one you are targeting.
The nearly dead one.
All right. You don't have to roll. It has 2 hit points and you can do it minimum of 1. And minimum of 2. You take it apart.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Well done, Berdigan. All right. Now,
What a Chad.
Trollotan, Sultan, please allocate your missiles as you see fit.
The other two are basically undamaged, right?
Yes. Though the one on the left gives you a funny feeling.
I'll attack that then.
All right.
How funny are we talking? Like funny, like
Funny
aha,
how?
or-
Like sensible chuckle?
Okay, here we
Sensible
go.
chuckle.
All right, Zolatan silences this with eye beams.
All right, you blow it apart.
Die!
I rolled
Again.
a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 1 for its hit points.
That was
That was
funny.
a really good roll, magic missile too.
Yeah, that thing is sprayed across the background.
Gross.
Gnarly.
Coiling with agitation and just unmakes one.
Glorpert recovers up to 6 hit points.
No, he does not. Instead,
Oh.
he is restored from
Instead,
hit
he is
points.
restored.
Yes.
Okay.
Instead, it's a one or the other, unfortunately. Because
Okay.
God forbid Gygax let us have anything fun. Let me verify that I'm...
Okay.
That's fun in sort of a dwarf fortress way.
Actually, hang on. Am I completely confabulating this? I know you could do that in other situations. In every other version of this game I have seen, Cure Light Wounds...
I think that's a BX
Undoes-
thing, actually.
Yeah, it's a BX thing. I don't think it is applicable here.
Nice.
Ugh. But I made you guys jump through all those hoops. It'll work this time. Because otherwise, it wouldn't be fair. If I muck up the rules, that's on me. Glorpert is restored to a shaky mobility.
Am I back? I'm back.
You are back.
I grabbed the halberd from Valor.
You dropped it.
It's on the floor, right next to you.
Right, it's right in front of you. Yeah, like it was right next to you, like as you were laying down. So it's like right there.
I grabbed that and I get behind Ufkill. Wait, is Ufkill down? He's down.
He's down.
He's paralyzed. Yeah.
I rush into battle then. When
Step up.
able.
Yeah. There's only one enemy still remaining, so just go at him.
Alrighty. And I believe that's all the spells this turn. Right?
Just
Yeah.
turn undead for Dobby.
Oh yeah. Roll it.
2d10.
Roll high.
That's pretty
15.
high.
That is
That's pretty high.
Now 2d6.
Alright, so 15,
It's 2d10, yeah.
level 3. That'll hit the level up 2. That'll hit a shadow, which is challenge level 4, but not challenge level 5. Blah 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 blah. What am I doing here?
Hang on.
Oh yeah, there it is. That will do it. They're challenge level 5. The creature recoils. But it,
The berserkers get swings, or do they need to use actions for that?
it'll come up next turn. On its
They
next
get-
turn, it will use its movement to run away.
And then they get free attacks. Finbar
do.
2.
They will,
Nice.
as will Niesel. Alrighty. Next turn. Please roll initiative, Mr. Caller. Wait. Spells. Anyone want to declare a spell first?
I have to cast. I have to roll spells before initiative. I'm just going to do the initiative.
Okay.
That's okay, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I will just declare another magic missile on this fleeing creature.
Alrighty. These guys go first. So first movement, it is going to panic and flee. So I would like a opportunity attack from Niesel, Finbar, and both berserkers. I'll do the berserkers.
Miss.
One berserker hits it for 4.
Niesel missed.
Alrighty. It scampers headlong into the darkness. Do you wish to pursue?
What do you think?
It doesn't go far enough away where we can't attack it with missiles.
Let me see how fast it can go. It can move a little faster than a normal guy. So it was here.
I am kind of like in the back rank.
It was an 8th rank.
Yeah. I mean, I might be relatively happy to just save my magic missile, though. On the other hand, I don't think we're actually going to be able to attack those ogres.
Oh yeah, these guys bolt.
Okay,
Clearly this has made a reasonable amount of noise.
probably.
Yeah.
Who knows, maybe we're super lucky. I mean, these walls are thick.
But it's also an enclosed space and sound would echo all the way down the halls.
It's been quite loud.
Um,
All right, so we don't. So I'm gonna say that I still have that spell since I didn't actually proc it, right?
Mhm.
Understood.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to anyway because you have to declare what spells you're casting before things kick off.
Oh,
Right.
is that oh, so I fucked that up by rolling initiative at all?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Where is the... Which music song is currently playing? There are so many. Ross, I'm trying to find out what music is. Oh, here it is. Fighting the Serpent.
Yes. I think we established that koalas are not serpents. We've had this discussion before because like the serpents were cursed to crawl on the ground.
they're serpentine, but not.
Yeah, they're certainly
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting biblical up in here.
Alrighty.
Yeah. We talked this over and we're like, no, the serpent was serpents were cursed to crawl on the ground, so I'm not a serpent.
This dude's flying.
It's true.
You have 3 members of your party who are paralyzed. Perderi, Ulfkill, and Pasling. Do you have more healing spells available?
Only Dobby.
How long would it take to wear off? I mean, are we talking about a couple of turns, like 10, 20 minutes? Or
Who here has been in the presence of these creatures before? And has a sense of, like, I know that some of you in character have dealt with this. I just can't remember who.
I think we fought them. I don't think that whenever Perderi was there when we fought these, that anyone got paralyzed. I think we just slaughtered them super fast.
Why couldn't you do that this time?
well, I mean, if
Roll higher than that. If you feel yourself starting to roll low, stop.
Stop and reconsider.
The answer is, the short version is you don't know. The long version is no more than 6 hours.
Well,
That's
then,
a long time actually.
Yeah.
Dobby's got 2 cure light wounds, and he can administer those. He would do that.
I think that's wise.
All right.
And,
You've got
I
2 of
think-
those, and 3 paralyzed, which are Ulfkill, Pasling, and Perderi. I assume you're going to resurrect the PCs?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay. And I don't know if anyone else still has more.
That's all of our healing spells. It's just those
Understood.
3. Owen will go ahead and cast his Detect Evil. Just to try to squash any surprises.
Alrighty. Dobby activates his supernatural senses to make sure that none of these creatures sneak up at you again. They can move in almost total silence. One sec. Speaking of, I'm gonna move these creatures away again.
So it's now 8. So let's start talking about how we're gonna have to wrap this up. Were you serious about us like staying here and beginning right where we left off next time?
If you wish, yes. You can camp either in the presence of the dungeon or in its vicinity.
So far so far it's basically taken a whole session just to get to where we left off. So I'm not feeling optimistic about going back and then coming here again because it's just going to be like 7:30 when we get here next time.
I would say we could totally try to go into Saracek's room and camp out there, but we kind of took the doors.
We did do that.
Oh yeah, you did do that. I completely forgot that.
Yeah, that's why we can see in there passing.
Yeah, is there any place here that we think is defensible enough that we could like spike the doors and we would
Perhaps
be
the broom
comfortable?
room.
The broom room.
Yeah,
That's
well,
like
that would be
a
really
little bit-
close
it's-
to the
yeah, it's
ogres.
right
like,
there. That's
That's
too
like
close.
being roommates to the ogres.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because you guys are on expedition time because you're a day ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, and you don't want, and you've assured me that being above ground is a bad idea here.
It's a high risk scenario.
Okay.
Perhaps in the
Um,
ransacked storeroom?
That's the broom room, right?
Oh, is
Or you
that
mean a
the...
different one?
The broom room was on the northern side, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the issue is that it's just right across from the ogres. Like we're
Yeah,
basically
no,
roommates.
I was talking
Yeah.
up up here near the.
Oh, yeah, the top right corner,
Yeah.
like right near the entrance to the whole area.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, sorry, I forgot. Yes, that seems like the least bad option. Like, my instincts keep telling me that we should get to the surface, but it's not actually safe there.
Just
What
quarrel
about
things.
True.
what about that place off to the left, where there's like that trap and stuff?
Well, there's no door there.
Is there no
If
door?
we're talking about the same place, then the one where it's got the weird metal spike just sticking out into the middle of the hallway, and then there's another weird metal spike
No,
inside there.
no. The just southeast of that.
The one that looks sort of like a 6.
Yeah, yeah.
That's another one of those situations where I don't think you have the key.
Yeah, we'd have to be able to get through there.
In
I think the ransack storeroom is going to
in
be
this
our least
area.
bad option.
Are we not able to get in there?
In where?
The place that I put the picture in chat.
Oh,
Looking at it.
Oh, I put it in the wrong channel.
No, that's the right channel.
You silly Billy.
I put it in the maps. It's repasting a map in maps.
What's the advantage of being there instead of the storeroom? I'm not sure if I processed this.
It's not. I'm just like trying to like see what options are available. The storeroom does have a single door, but also that means if they come for us, we have nowhere to flee.
That's right.
Now,
It also
okay,
means we have to defend one place.
this is metagaming totally. I mean, so
That's allowed
but I don't think you're
in
gonna like.
moderation.
Mardagion said that he was bringing Charm Person. You could say that you guys talked him out of it and said he should bring Hold Portal instead. And if that's just totally unacceptable, that's fine.
I think it's a little
That's a GM rule.
retroactive.
No,
That,
Yeah, I know. I know.
Sorry,
I know.
spells at that level or something just gotta
Yeah,
deal with.
that's. If I was GM, I wouldn't go with that.
Right, yeah.
Though I respect the attempt.
I know. I'm just kicking myself.
Lord, no, just that Father Chris has asked for way sillier things. I'm trying to remember. Ross, were you here when the door was closed? When these ogres closed the door on you, and he said, "Well, I was targeting the lightning bolt to appear on the space which is now on the other side of the door. So perhaps I can still have the lightning bolt appear." That one lives in my mind. That was the sheer cheek of that one.
Yes. So, I
I like
can't really.
lightning bolts.
I can't really think of anywhere, unless we could just like get into that weird room, which has some kind of trap. Like it just says trap, but we don't know its nature. And then we still could very quickly end up cornered.
Mhm.
Maybe. So
We
I
did-
kind of feel like since we're out of time, we should probably just go for the storeroom, because even that's
Yeah.
going to take like 20 minutes to get to.
We did only take 2 of the doors from the Saracek area as well. There is a third door in there.
Which door was the one that's still there?
I know we took the main entrance door. I don't remember
well,
what
that'd be the
second
nice
door
one.
was. Yeah. I don't remember what the other door we took was. If that was the next
If
door.
we
or
left the
door
middle
back.
one, then that's a defensible enough space. But I also don't really see its advantage over the storeroom. I don't know, just more room to maneuver?
Didn't you say the storeroom is pretty close still to the ogres, and so maybe
It's
My-
further from the ogres.
My concern with the storeroom is it is right near this main entrance to this entire area.
So guys are just going to be passing there.
It's potentially one of the higher traffic
Oh,
areas.
God.
But I mean, it's a loop, right? So there's going to be traffic no matter what.
somebody
Right.
might go in there for the Hoover, and and there we would be.
Yeah.
Make a decision,
Well-
guys. Your hirelings are getting antsy.
The only other option I can see is to try to hang out with the horrible death mushrooms and try to hide amongst them.
Mm-mm.
Nah. I say Saracek.
Um,
There's a good door in there, I think, right?
Well, it depends on whether we're stuck in like literally the last room of the tomb, and we'd all just be like crammed in like a 10 by 10 foot room with a tomb, And like,
And
oh, who gets dibs on sitting in the casket?
I'm not getting next to Finbar.
Like, if the
Um,
door is if the remaining door is the middle door, then I'd say we have room in there. Otherwise, it's too small.
Yeah.
Our characters would know that, probably.
Okay. I believe it was the final door which you guys left unstolen.
Then
But
it's too
actually, no,
small. I'd say we
I'm
go
gonna-
for the storeroom.
I can't remember, so I'm just gonna pick randomly. 1 or 2 is in based on like
Roll it.
how level of depth. I rolled
I-
5, so it is the final door, which is not stolen.
Okay, that's too fucking small,
Yeah.
All right.
It has
and
more
would be
room.
just as isolated.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good with
I
it.
think it's gonna have to be the ruined storeroom.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you all consent to this?
Yes.
Okay, then we're going for
Yeah.
the ruined storeroom.
Yeah. If we have to
Ransack
stay
storeroom.
here, that's probably it.
The hirelings gather together and they what is the word I'm looking for? They get their arms underneath for what's her face?
Pasling, Perderi
For
will help.
Pasling, and haul them away.
Mm.
As you go north, and you can very clearly track where the gas have followed, and
Do
rec-
the
recognize that they were layering within Saracek's lair because this is where they turned off, and this should be closed. And you can still feel the stench of the surviving gas radiating from within. They've taken the space for their own. Go ahead and focus ping. So this area now belongs to this gaggle of ghouls and ghasts.
Great.
Yep. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm really not
Um,
happy with this. I'm not like happy with this plan either, but I don't see anywhere else on this map that's any good.
Yeah. I mean, we can iron spike the door, and
Yeah, we'll have
I
to.
don't know if Leoston can set up like an oil trap above it or something.
He would be honored to try. Do you want to spike this door as well?
Which door?
Focus ping. Focus
Or
ping.
I'm not looking at the.
Look at the map for a second.
The top of the long north to south corridor that we just
The one where the
traversed.
noisemaker was earlier in the session.
He's basically
sure.
suggesting, yeah, okay.
If we
okay.
have time, like if that wouldn't put us in risk,
It wouldn't particularly.
Okay.
because then they'd have to break down the door in order to get out.
Yes,
Yes.
probably. Or they could, or maybe they have a key and they can go around.
Okay.
But probably not.
Yeah, you seal these off. You seal this one off with a hammer, and you seal this one off with a hammer. And you are now
I
in
can
here.
sleep off that last guy's problems.
Yes. And now, I will prepare for the excitement that, and I believe it is now 10:30. Ice ceiling.
That sounds
It's
about
time
right.
for the excitement of the night's rest.
I have about 1050, considering we did the cure light wounds and
Oh, do those all take time?
deliberating and
That works.
then traveling, so something like that.
Sounds good to me. Alrighty.
I would feel much safer with the sky above me. You all
Try
keep
not to
assuring
think of
me
all
that
the
it's much
tons
worse
of
out
rock
there.
above your head.
Why would you say that, man?
It's cozy. It's like it's pressing in on you.
Mother Earth. Other snakes do it. Come on.
Not a snake.
You say
It's
that
a
like
thing.
you're sure that we're even on Earth.
Yeah.
All right, Glorford. All right, man.
Are we not?
Like these are. There's some weird dudes here. Just a couple of weird
we're certainly more in Earth than on Earth. if nothing
Well,
else.
it could be in the other.
Hmm.
Glorper,
Hey.
forgive me for saying this, but you're a little superstitious.
I can't imagine why.
Thank you. Thank you.
But it works.
Is,
It works.
what is superstition but far off shades of wisdom?
Hmm.
So
Oh.
true.
He rubs his head hurts. Oh,
From the conversation or the concussion that he assuredly has suffered? From the CTE.
Just
Here,
like, yeah.
have some of my wine. Oak Hill passes around his wine.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Gifts from the king.
Just don't break out any frog legs, any of you. Hope we got rid of
Dream
those.
it.
Here is how your night goes. You hunker down. You rest. It's cold. It's quiet. Then it's not so quiet. Outside, you can hear voices. Small voices, gibbering, violent, angry, chattering to themselves, drifting hither and thither. They rattle the doorknob. They shake the door briefly. They move on. You catch some fitful sleep.
We're barring the door. We're gonna reinforce the door, though. All that scrap lumber.
Naturally, there's a knock at the door. Another knock at the door. It's late. You don't know the time. A knock at the door. Hello? 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 Ah. Nothing more. Your sleep is interrupted by the sounds of gibbering outside. An awful stench. A familiar stench, the survivor sniffing out the area. Its comrades behind it like a pack of baying hounds. Scratching at the walls, gouging at the wood of your door. A restless night. But it moves on. You make it through the night alive. Unmolested. Come the morning, you're not sure of the exact time. You've had a night's rest.
Hey. Ugh.
You each regain a hit point, assuming you have a ration for it. Pasling is no longer paralyzed. All of you are a little shook. It was a rough night. But, well, you're sturdy. Well, some of you are sturdy. Balaric is starting to see things at the corner of his vision. It's clear that this is not the glamorous affair of heroism he was expecting. Anxiety is chewing on his nerves. He spends a lot of time in deep prayer, trying to soothe himself with the same zealous madness that soothes Glorpert. But come next session, you will be here, alive, ready once again to plunder this light-forsaken dungeon.